Have you asked other UN agencies, like your funding is stopped for now, and there's legislation that has not yet passed within supplemental that might bar you completely from resuming that funding, but that legislation is not on the House floor yet. So I'm wondering what you guys are doing in the meantime. Have you asked other UN agencies to pick up the slack? And exactly what did you ask them to do? Like, are there UNRWA workers on the ground right now actually working for other UN agencies who are doing the distribution of aid?
We have been in conversations both with the United Nations and with other countries around the world about how to make sure that the important work that UNRWA does is not interrupted. We want to ensure that humanitarian assistance continues to flow to the Palestinian people. Right now, UNRWA is the key facilitator of humanitarian assistance in Gaza, and we don't want to see that humanitarian assistance disrupted in any way. At the same time, we are obviously cognizant of the draft legislation and the provision that it contains. It's not law, as you said, but we have to plan for all possibilities, including the possibility that it becomes law. So we're looking at all the options that may be available to us, but I don't want to discuss that in detail. It's internal planning that continues to go on inside the government.
Final thing is, there is reporting in Devix which says that you have actually asked other UN relief agencies to pick up the slack, but Secretary General Antonio Guterres have urged the heads of those agencies to basically rebuff your plea. I mean,
I'm not going to confirm that report at all. Sorry.
Just very briefly follow up.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you may not have a lot to say about this, but following on Humera's question, Brett McGurk, of course, is in the region. I know he works in a different building, but do you have any? But do you have anything you could say more generally about what he's about the tone of what he's doing?
No, I will leave it to the White House to speak in detail to Brett's work and what he's trying to accomplish on the trip. But I think, look, you have seen from the administration broadly what our goals are with respect to the conflict right now. Our immediate goal is to try to achieve a deal that brings about a ceasefire in the fighting. A temporary ceasefire in the fighting allows us to get hostages out and allows us to get humanitarian assistance in, and kind of would help with some of the bottlenecks that have begun to pop up inside Gaza that are preventing humanitarian assistance actually getting out to the people that need it, because there's fighting on the ground and looting and other obstacles. So we are trying to achieve all those things, and that, of course, is Brett McGurk, it's the Secretary, it's the President himself that are focused on that issue.